making some changes and things. It looked like the audio is way low. Audio is way low. So let me know if you hear me okay. I'm doing one more thing. Give me one more second. All right, I got a poll started for what box to start with. Muted. Shouldn't be muted. How's that? Is that better? Very low volume. I don't know how that got turned down. Is that better? Better? Not better? Hello, hello. Testing. We are testing. Better. Yes, better. Good, low volume. More volume, less volume? Let me know. A little low, says Shellbell. All right, that is about 67%. 67% now. 67%. 67. Is that good or bad? Good or bad? Good or bad? Hey, BH Ringer. Good or bad? KCB says thumbs up. Thumbs up. Testing. Good for me. Good for you. Yeah, I didn't get any action there before the stream. I think we're just going to run with it and just hunt some boxes. Silver's been off anyway, so we're just going to pick which box we start with and go at it. WalkerMagnet. How you doing, Robert Bruce? It's okay, my friend. I'm glad we got it worked out. Okay, so that is good. Is this better? Is this better? That was good. Is this better? Does that make any change at all? Any change at all? Any change at all? Get that adjusted before I say hello and good morning to all my good friends. Yeah, I've been cleaning up and doing a little organizing, moving stuff around, so I set up a different camera for the next time we do a bill hunt. Same, all right, because it's got my mic auxiliary volume, and then it has desktop audio. So I got it turned off and on, and it didn't seem to make anything either way. So I'm turning off any volume that's associated with anything but the mic, except my intro. I may have some others. Shellbell said you've been hearing an echo. Could be the bigger room, of course. So I'm just turning off anything that might have. So am I still good? Do we still have audio? Looks like we do. All right, let's see what the boxes. I can't, again, for whatever reason, and I'm not sure, well, Streamlabs, is Streamlabs working? Has anybody tried slots or anything? Because, yep, VMC did. For some reason or another, I can't get to the bottom of my chat where I like to switch it over to my full screen on the other side. So anyway, I don't like to do it this way. But let's see what our poll is. Poll is going flat one. Flat one is what we'll start with. Now, I did hunt a box that was left over, and lo and behold, I found 140 in it. So it'll be interesting to see if those boxes start producing. I'm going to end the poll now. We're just going to go down the line. We're going to do F1 and D1 today. That was how we're not going to run it again. We'll do F1 and D1. Now we're going to see who all is here. I see Anfield, I see BH Ringer, Brian Robeson, Captain Vic, Chicken Man Dan, Christopher Ty, Copper Owl Coins, Dad Spare Change, David Rubin, Fleabag, Hannah Cargyle, JC Like Pam, KCB, Lisa D, Matt Janke, Michael Erickson, Net Fiend, Nicole Erickson, Robert Bruce, Shell Bell, Silver Serpent, The Jolly Roger, USA Coins, Valerie Bowen and BMC. USA Coins, I saw a comment that you made about doing Morgan albums, and you must have missed one of my earlier auctions because JT Like Pam scored a nice pickup on the full set of Morgan albums. Now, there is a caveat for the auction today. I am doing a Peace Dollar album today. Hey, Kevin. Doing a Peace Dollar album today, and I added, just as an afterthought, I added a 23p nice Peace Dollar in there. And so if you want the album and you don't care about the Peace Dollar, starting bid is going to be 28. If you do want the Peace Dollar, off the top of my head, I think the starting bid will be 53. So what we'll do is we'll bid the album out, and then we'll subtract the Peace Dollar if you don't want it. If you don't want the Peace Dollar. So that is what we will do. All right, let me get a flat one out here to look at. And here we go. Coin Silver had a great stream today. Off to the cemetery to plant the flowers. You know, I need to go myself, Coin Silver. I complained to the cemetery about the grass not growing on Allison's grave, and they were supposed to address that. So I need to go out there and see if they followed through on their on what they said they were going to do. I mean, you know, she's not there anymore, but it's still a matter of just comfort. You know, you want to see things pretty in that kind of setting. So anyway, not to get too morbid today. So what is going on? I did make a couple of nice pickups. I believe they're nice. So, you know, as you do with coins, and maybe Tuesday, if we do dollar bills, I'll show these a little better. But there are errors in bills that are called overprints. And so this is an example of an overprint error. So you can see they always print the reverse of the bill first. Hey, Otis Cauldron. Otis, I got you on my list for a screwdriver. I didn't get it done this week, but I'm going to try to get you one. So you can see the overprint. You can see the upside down 5 printed on the front of the bill. And then also on this $10, you can see the overprint on the front of the bill that should have been on the reverse. The reverses look the same, but that is just residual ink that was left on the barrel as the bills were printed. And you can find bills like that, and they're banknote that are errors. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, see, there's a full row. Got a full row there, and that was funny. This is 2023s. It was funny. I opened that row in that box that I found one silver in. And it was fairly well circulated, but it had one row full of, thank you. Let me readjust my camera. I've got my camera a lot closer than I usually do. I like them. I really do like them. I got them back yesterday. They took them and right after I had started, I got them, put them on one day, and I turned them. There's a 2020p. I had promised, who was that to? Can't remember off the top of my head. I promised a guy on another stream, he had asked the guy that was doing the hunt if he ever come across any 2020s. And the guy said, yeah, and he said that he had been hunting a 2020p. And I told him, man, it was that, you know, over the last week. I said, I just found like 35 of them. I said, I'd be happy to send you one. Well, in the interim, I forgot about that, took them all back to the bank. So needless to say, my good friend Dad Spare Change has kicked in, and he's going to help me out so that we are able to get that to him as promised. So then I did contact him, Dad Spare Change, to let him know that it would be coming from you. So anyway, thank you, Dad Spare Change. Yeah, Kevin, I appreciate you helping out with that. I felt bad. I felt really bad because I promised it to him, and then it just slipped my mind when it come time to carry them back. I wasn't thinking good, and next thing I know, they're gone. I got no way to retrieve them. So anyway, we made it work. Dad's Spare Change kicking in, helping a guy out. We got 3 NIFCs on the board so far. One of them is a 2020, so get those on the board, get those started. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, I don't, he understood. He was fine with it, but I just felt bad for having promised it and then not following through. Just felt bad for not following through on it. I did follow through, but it was in a roundabout method. Sometimes it's not how you follow through, but just that you got it done. And by the way, good morning, Gabe. I hear you are have taken over the phone this morning, so good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Gabe is our super fan, Valerie and Martin's son. Loves to watch the WalkerMagnet, so good to see you there, Gabe. Hope you enjoy those hot dogs today, Gabe. Enjoy those hot dogs. That does sound good. Matter of fact, I got a pack in the freezer I might set out. I'm gonna grill a couple of steaks tonight, and I could pop those hot dogs on there while I got the fire going and see what happens. Christopher Ty, vintage. Hey, I've been called a lot of things, Christopher, but vintage ain't one of them. Vintage did not make the list. So yeah, it's been a pretty good. I also picked up 2 of the emergency currency, the North Africa note from World War II era. So I got those in. Actually, out of my LCS, I kind of went over there and just went through the stack of stuff he had gotten in and picked a few things. And so not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. They're not quite the quality that I would like them to be for my bill collection, but what I may do is end up offering those at some point if anybody's interested in the World War II emergency currency. I've got a 10 and a 1, and so kind of interesting story on those if you don't know anything about them. They issued those during World War II, and they were in North Africa and Hawaii. But the big fear was at that time that if Japan were to overrun those areas and occupy them, then they could claim all that currency there, that was United States currency. And there would be no way for the U.S. to deny that because it was all legal tender at that time. So they made these special runs, the North African notes and the Hawaii notes, in a way that they could be identified and made invalid if the Japanese were to overrun those regions. So that was kind of the meaning behind those notes. So I think they're pretty cool. And I've been wanting to add, I want to do the full set. I've got the 10 and I've got 2 of the Hawaii notes, and I've got 2 of the North Africa notes. So I may try to combine the North Africans and see if I can upgrade to a better copy. So anyway, that was all fun today. This week I enjoyed that. Well, have a good time at church, Robert Bruce. We're having homecoming tomorrow, so looking forward to that. I am a little disappointed. I thought about it in retrospect. You know, this is an old-time church, and it's homecoming, and they're having a guest preacher come in, but they're catering the meal, and I mean, that's cool, I guess, because people don't have to worry about cooking a dish and bringing it and all that stuff. But I don't know. It just almost seems a little off for your old-timey church not to have people bringing their Sunday dish, you know, and having a covered dish supper or something like that. And I'm not saying that from somebody that wouldn't be carrying one either. You know, I would be contributing to that myself. So, but oh well, hopefully it'll be good. It's not the food you go for anyway. So, yeah, old time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it Sunday. So. But that's what I got new this week. What have you guys picked up? Anything interesting? Oh, that's nice, Robert Bruce. The Big Baptist Church downtown used to do that. I don't know if they still do or not. Hannah's grandmother used to run the kitchen that did that, or worked, kind of supervised the kitchen that did those meals each week. 71. Hey, Visterian. So we got like 8 items for the auction today, if there's interest there. I sold a 2-cent piece last week. Oh, wow. Nice, Netbean. 85cc. I bought a book. I don't know if any of you use it. I haven't started entering my data in it yet, but this is the official Red Book checklist and record book, and it allows you to go through and enter all of the coins that you've got. You know, there's the Walking Liberties, and you can list them in here at their grade from VF20 to Mint State 65. So gives you a way to catalog all your coins when you go to the show, so you know what you'll be looking for. So I didn't know that existed. I bought it at Barnes & Noble. It was $9.95. If anybody's interested in something like that to record their collection, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, I bought those albums, and they left a Morgan and a Barber in the albums, and I took them back to them. I'm not sure if the lady that works in there appreciated it or not, because I don't know if they're married or boyfriend, girlfriend, or what, but it's a man and woman that operate the shop, and when I told him that there were coins left in there, he called her, like, "Hey, you left coins in those albums." I said, I'm going to bring them back. Vincent C's in the house. Supposed to get some rain and storms this afternoon. I hope it won't be too bad. Supposed to be a full rainy Memorial Day weekend here. So for those of you that get out and get on the water and oh wow, Lisa D. Good for you. Good for you. Keeping the family memories going and all that. That's good. That's good. $71D. Tonight will be Pa's having a big auction and stream this afternoon, and then Rick is having his Gary Sinise auction tonight, so that should be a pretty big deal. I hope well received. All right, we got to start the process. Hey, Rob Wenzel. It goes better when I don't let it get too full. $72P. Going pretty good so far. Got a little bit of my back porch cleaned up. I usually come in here and sit at my desk in the morning. I like to have a little quiet time. I try to get ready for my Sunday school lesson for the weekend, or just do some daily reading type stuff. And kind of a warm day that one morning, and so I thought, man, it might be nice to sit out on the porch. And so I went out there and sat that morning. And then this morning I remembered I had to ask Shelbell and them to remind me to take my hearing aids out. Because I thought, what good is it to sit outside and enjoy God's glorious morning and not be able to hear the birds in the trees and the what stuff going on around you? So I put my hearing aids in before I went out, and I wanted to make sure I removed them before the stream so it wouldn't mess the audio up. So that's where some of the audio stuff was going on from. Fleabag Band, what is that? 50 likes? I got 50 likes. We can do 50 likes. Now, the last time Streamlabs was messing up, my chat on this side was doing the same thing it is right now. So, hey, Jim Cantor. So if we got issues again, it just is what it is. So we got it running there. Let's see if it'll start loading names. I'm worried that it's not going to. I don't see anybody yet. There we go. Now it's loading. I got 6. Looks like it's giving tickets. Only 6 people. There's 12. All right. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's going to work. Got 12 people in now. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. The last time it gave me issues, I had problems with how this is showing. I don't know why it won't show the bottom of it. I should be able to chat over here, but I can't. So anyway, we're making it work. We're making it work. 33 people in, 58 people in. We picked up a few more, and now my my subs is not showing. Always something. Got a 1 minute, 18 seconds to go. Oh well. 50 seconds to go. We made it up to 1610, I believe. You'd be able to see that if the flipping thing would work. I don't understand how things work one day. As a matter of fact, I looked at it today, and it was there. Now it's not there. 26 seconds to go. Three seconds. Good luck, everybody. Hey, Ricky the Scotty. All right, we're picking a winner. And the winner's going to be Otis Cauldron. That worked out good for you, Otis. That worked out good because I'm going to put a note on here to send you a screwdriver. So I got you now. Otis. You're welcome. I'm sorry I have not gotten that done before now. Complete that. Change this. Get back to that. Open these. Rinse and repeat. Hey, T-Rep. $71D. And 71D. Nick Motor, how are you doing? Hope your legs and all are doing well today. Are as good as they can be. I know that's a process that doesn't get better. See if you're blue now, Fleabag. I don't know how that happens. I tried to change it. You're welcome. 72D. $72P.
Very generous of you.
Michael Erickson with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Michael Erickson. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I did also, I went out this week and kind of did a little reconnaissance of the area consignment shops and thrift shops and that kind of stuff, and made some really good contacts. One lady buys a lot of estate sales, and so I kind of talked to her and let her know that I was, you know, I would be a buyer if she comes across any currency or coins or things of that note if she ever come through that on an estate sale. So and then I talked to another lady that about the same things, but trying to find things to put kind of behind me, you know, on the wall to kind of enhance. Like I found an old RC Cola sign, and it was a small one. I want to try to find me some bookends for my little reference library shelf I got going over to my left. So just some things like that. Make it a little, you know, more homey, and I don't know, put a little spin on it. So I'm looking into some of that kind of stuff, and I think I spent like 6 hours that day running those shops. There's just so much to look at. $71D. Hey, Greg Chapman. I heard Paul run into some uncirculated boxes. It's kind of like almost, it seemed like they do that, you know, it seems like it goes through regions. You know, it stayed in my area for a long time. Me and John Bryan went through so many full boxes of $50 that were uncirculated, it was just sickening. And then now it seems like it shifted over to the central part of the country. Paul's seeing them. So I don't know what the double stack boxes are going to look like. I have had a couple of little issues here and there with you know, a lot of new coins in there. But like I was saying last week as we hunted, like this box, it has a lot of 2023s. I think we've had 2 or 3 full rows of new coins, but overall the box is circulated. You know, 2020s, NIFCs, 2021s, 2022s. I've seen all of them, and so although it's got a lot of new coins in it, they are circulated. So from the circumstance of being a circulated box, they are circulated. So kind of got to have it, kind of sort of got to look at it that way. $72. too. Well, I see Fleabag has got 78,000 trillion billion 100,000 167 hours. 167 hours. Are you able to play slots? Am I looking at? Are y'all just talking fun and I'm not? I'm catching the tail end of it, or not very many actually. Blistering barnacles. You know. Any time that we have found multiple silver, maybe 3 or 4 of them were Walkers, but most of them were Benjis and Kennedys. I've never really had a big Walker box per se. Now, Dad's Spare Change, you know, that's a different story, because he found the mother lode. But myself, more than one, maybe 2 at the most is all I can ever remember finding in one hunt on the channel. Can Fleabag play? Nope, can't play slots. This may be why you're in here twice. You are in here twice. And I don't know which one to remove. All right, see if that makes any difference, Fleabag. Somehow or another, you ended up being in here twice, and I'll see if that does something for you. Play slots, Fleabag. Do something with Streamlabs. Make a comment, Fleabag. No, he ain't, because I just took him. Well, he may be. Did he play slots? Okay. All right. I was going to take you all the way out and see if that made a difference, but 71. $72. $72D.
Can't touch this.
Oh, and so for those of you I was not able to secure any kind of conference room or anything for us to do the coin show in Eastridge in November. So we're still going to do it. We're not doing it, but we might not have a good venue area to congregate outside of maybe trying to have a big supper together or something of that nature. But as far as doing a big coin hunt or something like that, I don't know if that's going to work out. Don't know that that's going to work out. $20.21, $71D, $71D, Yeah, I'm not sure that's fair change. It's not very good communication. I'll call the hotel direct. The lady that handles those calls is, and I think the place is owned by an Indian couple or family or whatever. And I'm not saying this in any way meaning anything ugly, but I can't understand what they're saying. So when I get to try to ask for special requests, and it's a very frustrating event for me to try to deal with that. I actually had to get Hannah to help mediate that for me the last time I talked with them, because I just have no luck in hearing them. So or I can hear them, but being able to understand them. Oh, nice. So what are y'all going to do? Is everybody going to start stockpiling 2025 pennies now, or what's the plan? What is the plan? I think I'm going to try to get just a few and have them, but I'm not going to be trying to put rows and rows of zinc pennies back. I just ain't going to do it. Not going to do it. It's one thing for copper, you know that's going to have value, but zinc pennies are only going to have value based on the rarity or quality, and that in itself is going to take a while to pan out. She just can hear better than me, Michael Erickson. So I get her when I have trouble. If it's a heavy accent, that's when Hannah gets called. Yeah, eventually it will. They will. And I will keep some. I will find them in change and get them, you know, that way. But I don't think I'm going to try to put multiple rows or anything like that back. Don't think I'm going to do that. What was the mintage? Has anybody said what the mintage is going to be for the 2025? I haven't heard. Maybe they don't know yet. Maybe they've not done them all yet, but I wonder what the overall mintage was supposed to be. I know supposedly Trump was supposedly have said, you know, that he was going to stop production, of them, but not at that time saying he was going to stop the penny. He didn't have the authority to do that. He can certainly tell the Treasury not to make any more of that year, but as far as eliminating the penny from circulation, you know, he couldn't do that. So I wasn't sure how many they might end up putting together, you know, overall. Yeah, over a trillion planchets. I mean, because the number could be up there in the same realm as some pennies that are already being minted. I mean, let's look at some of the, you know, Lincoln cents or some of those, you know, what were the numbers on those in the billions or whatever. And so, you know, I mean, and I love those Lincoln cents, and I love some of the regular cents. And if I found a really nice one, I would keep it. But the numbers might be close to what the 2025 mintage is, so they're still going to be out there. You know, you can still pick them up and find you a few good ones. So without the precious metal aspect of copper being there, I just don't think that's a bandwagon I'm going to get overly excited about. But that's the great thing about coin collecting, and as Allison always said, you be you, boo. You be you. Everybody has their own thoughts on, you know, how to put stuff together. We're going to count this one as our first miscellaneous. It is a very, very slick pocket coin. So we do have a miscellaneous. We will have a miscellaneous. 19 more working days until you retire. Well, congratulations. Yeah, and that's fairly low, really, isn't it, tea time, for, you know, for pennies. I mean, usually it's 150 billion or something like that. So that's kind of a low mintage for those. I think it's still enough of them in there, though, that they're going to be easily found in your chain from the grocery store or wherever, you know, that I think, as far as from my standpoint, what I think, yeah, yeah, Valerie, I think, you know, my goal will be to flip me up a few nice examples, and then that will be the extent I would take it. In my own opinion, which doesn't mean a lot. If you took my opinion and added about $2.75, you could get you a Mountain Dew somewhere. Well, I mean, you'll still be able to get pennies from the bank for quite a long time. I mean, you know, they're still going to be in circulation. They're just not making new ones. Kevin says, I saw an interview this week, and the guy said, for now, plans are to cut out the penny and reconfigure the makeup of the nickel to bring costs down. Well, you know, that's kind of a misnomer, too, because when I was at the Denver Mint, they told me, you know, that it cost like 3 cents to make a penny. It cost, I think they said, 11 cents to make a nickel. And then they went to the dime. Well, it cost them 3 cents to make a dime and like 11 cents to make a quarter. So the money side of it is, it kind of, you know, they're losing out on the nickel and the penny, I guess, but they're ahead of the value on the dime and the dime and the quarters. So, and again, this is all just, you know, that's providing that I remembered what they said right, but I believe that was what they said. So I don't know. They're going to do what they're going to do, and that's not on my radar to worry about. Well, congratulations, hey, Brian and the twins, on the intimate retirement deadline there, Jack. I hope you are fully prepared to enjoy it and take care of yourself and get some enjoyment out of your life there. Hang up that shingle on over your front door. Gone fishing or whatever your hobby of choice is. $71. So Paul got a big stream going today, so I hope everybody will drop in there. He is a continuation of the big coin collection that they bought. We'll be auctioning off a good bit of that stuff today. There is a list. He has a list up if anybody wants to see it. Art, that was all me. It's not available for any of it. It's not available at all. So they did say that if something came up and something changed that they would contact me, but they've said they were going to contact me on multiple other issues, and I have yet to receive a call back from them. So I'm not expecting a lot. I'm just kind of done with trying to track that down. we'll just have to make do somewhere or another. It'll be all right. It's going to be all right. Hey there, Hunting Southwest. Taking a lunch break. That's a busy man right there. Y'all make sure you drop in tonight for the Garrison East Foundation charity auction tonight. Lots of good goodies are going to be there. Lots of good goodies and a very worthy cause. Hey, Brenda Shank. $74D. Okay, thank you, Arch. They did say that there was another hotel that, that was within their group of the Wyndham Hotel group or something that might have a place, but I didn't know if people would want to go to a whole nother place to do that and then go back to the other hotel. So if you do find out anything, let me know, and we'll check into it. All right, thank you, Tea Time. Be safe. Be safe out there, Tea Time. We're supposed to have some bad weather later. $72D. $72P. Southern Metal was on for a little while this Thursday night, I believe it was. Haven't seen him do a live in a while, so it was good to see him back on. Him and the bass man were on for a while. Hey, Roger Ivy. The format that I'm having to use to see chat does not show it when you tag me. So if I If I missed anyone's comment, it's not intentional, but I don't see any highlight if you tag me right now because I couldn't get the other side to go. Surgery on the 17th. Well, keep us posted there, Fleabag. I know it's got to be a worrisome process for you. Hopefully you will be running around like a spring chicken once you get all that plumbing unclogged. $71D. Yeah, I can understand that. I had a cancer diagnosis one time they found a mass in my chest, and the doctor told me, I thought it was kind of not cool, but he told me, he said, look, he said it's 50-50. Said you've either got lymphoma or sarcoidosis. So, and the only way they could figure out what it was to do an exploratory surgery. I got that scar right there. And it turned out being, Kimmy King, turned out being sarcoid, which can cause issues down the road, but it's certainly better than cancer. But that was pins and needles, going the weeks leading up to the surgery, and then finding out it wasn't anything to have worried about. $72D. Hey, Martin Bowen still driving. Stopped off at a Buc-ee's. Just so you know, Martin, Gabe is eating all the hot dogs. There will be none for you when you get home. Hey, Bo Palmer. $71D. Yep, good question there. Hey there, Chew, Fleabag. How is BH Ringer today? How is my friend BH Ringer? He's had a tough row to hoe also. As me and Martin always say, getting old ain't for sissies. 82p. All right, first box out of the way. How many lights we got? I see 65. 65. We need 10 more for the next giveaway. Looks like we got another one. Got some new coins in there, but not too many. I swapped cameras out. This is the camera I've been using on my bill hunts. I've got a higher definition camera for my bills that ought to enhance that experience. Now these rows are getting all, although these have been doing that, I think. Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong thing. Maybe these have been a little old. I was trying to decide what I wanted to eat for breakfast this morning, and we have one of those little, meat and three old-time country diners downtown, and Michael Erickson hit the slots. I need to turn that up a little bit. I can't hardly hear it, but and they make the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and so I thought I'm gonna give that a shot here at home instead of, and it's not expensive. I mean, it's less than $5 for that, fresh made sandwich. So it's not bad as far as the cost goes. I mean, with eggs being what they are. Of course, there was a sign on the door that says something about rising egg prices. So I haven't gotten one there in a while, but I had bought eggs not too long ago. Of course, I buy things a lot of times and don't use them. So I bought eggs and hadn't used any, and they were 2 days out of date. And I'm kind of, I don't know, I kind of fixate on that out of date thing. But I thought, heck, 2 days will be good. So I ate 2 of them and threw the rest away. I'll have to get some more. But I went to Walmart, and that's where I got some of my stuff in. I had big, thick cut Wright's bacon. I had a fresh head of lettuce. All right, Hunting Southwest Ohio, thanks for dropping through. I had a fresh head of lettuce, and so I was kind of really looking forward. Well, I was going to cook it a day or two ago, and so I go in there, and I realized that the checkout lady didn't put my bacon, left my bacon in a bag. Then today, so Hannah bought bacon. Hannah bought bacon for me last night or the night before last, so I thought this morning, man, we're going to be good to go. Bacon, egg, and cheese all the way, as they say at the old restaurant. And so I go in there, and I'm getting my bacon, and I'm, thinking, well, I need to chop my lettuce, get my lettuce and all. No lettuce. So not only did she leave my bacon in a bag, hanging in a bag, she left my lettuce there too. So I had a bacon, egg, and cheese and tomato and mayonnaise sandwich. No lettuce. It was close. So I got to work on my presentation there. No, I thought about that, Dad, spare change, but I just winged it. I have heard of that. If you put them in there, if they sink, they're good. If they float, they're bad. I have heard that. But no, I didn't float them. I figured if they're bad after only being 2 days out, then, and I didn't buy my eggs from Walmart. I don't know. I've got to deal with Walmart. I just feel like I do buy things from there. They are cheaper, but sometimes it just feels like that they, just kind of like you had the groceries that go to Publix or a high-end grocery store, and then you got the groceries that go to Walmart. They get everything else. So, sometimes I feel that's the case, and I might be wrong, but that's just the way I feel, so that's the way I think about it sometimes. I don't buy meat from Walmart ever, ground meat or nothing. If I buy meat, I'm going to a store I trust more. Yeah, well, I had to run with what I had there, JC. Had to run with what I had. So I broke out my black iron skillet. I got to get me a better. I don't have any non-stick pans really anymore that aren't the really old non-stick type that they say aren't, good for you and all that. There's Jim Thompson. But so I pulled out an old, this was probably Allison's mother's black iron skillet. Now it was a round skillet, not a skillet, a griddle. So it wasn't rectangle though, it was round. And so I broke it out, but it needs to be cleaned and re-seasoned because it's not been cooked on in a long time. And so the eggs were kind of sticking, but that's my next chore I want to work on. I'm going to clean that. I think I'll get a wire brush and my drill and get all that built up food and stuff off of it, and then re-season it and see if I can get it to where it's because supposedly if those are treated right and cleaned right and cooked with right, they're supposed to kind of be non-stick. All your food shouldn't be sticking to the bottom. But this thing probably not been cooked on, I don't know, since Moby Dick was a minnow. So we're going to see. That's going to be another project I'm going to work on. Got a little more to get on my back deck. Yeah, I can't do that, Elizabeth. That's way too outside of my comfort zone. Sorry. If we lived closer, you could have all my expired eggs, no problem. No problem. Yep, I don't do Aldi's. If it doesn't say, if it ain't name brand, I don't do it. I like what I like. So it just is. And it's not necessarily, I just feel like that name brands like I like are consistent. They have a quality that I am comfortable with, and so there you have it. Nope. No Sam's Club soda. Nope. Oh man, Hannah, we got to go back by Publix right now. If you have a Publix in your area, they have the 12 packs of Mountain Dew. So buy 2, get 3 free. So you get 5 for what you pay for 2. So we need to go back by there, Hannah, again and get another load. That's a pretty good deal now. Buy 2, get 3 free. So I bought 3 Mountain Dews and 2 Dr. Peppers when I went to the store the other day. But we got to go back again before that goes out because, and I'm sure it's a Memorial Day thing, but that's a pretty good deal. That's as good a BOGO on drinks as you can get. Excuse me. 71. Oops. Look like some machine doubling. Sometimes when you look at them real quick, it can throw you off. There you go. Here it would be Diet Dr. Pepper. Now that I have drank Diet for so long, regular sugared drinks do not even taste good to me anymore. And now I'm even taking a step further. My brother-in-law he has bees, and so he sent me some honey. He gave me a jar of honey last year. And so I try to eat oatmeal like every other day for breakfast. So tomorrow morning when I get up, it'll be an oatmeal morning. But I always put sugar in it. And I'm heavy-handed with sugar, I'm going to admit. But I've started using honey in my oatmeal. And it's not bad. It's not as sweet as I would like, but it does alter the taste of it enough that it tastes pretty good. So I've been adding honey to my oatmeal instead of just straight up sugar. It's just Quaker, old-fashioned Quaker oats. Old-fashioned, not the quick oat, the old-fashioned Quaker oats. But it's pretty good with honey in it. And I know people that do put honey in their coffee. Too, but I have not tried that. I'm leery of messing with my coffee. You know, trying to eat a little bit better is okay, but you know, you got to draw the line somewhere. I mean, you got to die something. At some point, you got to die something. You know, so I'm willing to take the hit for sugar in my coffee and try to do better in other areas. $72D. Yeah, not me. I doctor my coffee up. I always have. So that also is what it is. Now my dad drinks black. He likes his coffee black. My sister, my half sister, drinks coffee black. But I doctor it up. I can't drink it black. I have drank it black. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sugar in your what? Well, that would be pretty good though, Valerie. I can see that. I can see maple syrup on oatmeal. Martin said I need to put cinnamon on it. So I got some, but I haven't tried it yet. Allison likes cinnamon on her oatmeal. Roads are hard to get apart. Oh yeah, I got you. I'll just stick with my Folgers, thank you. Folgers Simply Smooth is as expensive, and it's not $40 a bag, but for coffee it is pricey up and above. Like the Folgers Breakfast Blend, it's probably twice what that costs, and it's hard to find in any kind of container bigger than the small ones at the store. So I have to order mine on Amazon. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, Valerie. $73D. $72. That one will not go through the coin machine. $71D. One more like. We need one more like. Oh, there it is. 75 likes. We made it. We made it. And here we go. Hey, Ron Moss, hope you're doing well. Hey, Ron, if you get a chance, go back to the beginning of the stream and take a look at the two notes I picked up. Overprint errors I thought were pretty cool. I showed them briefly there at the beginning of the stream. If you would like to peruse those, I got them right here. So they could make an appearance after this box, maybe, if we got time. Trying to get done before Paul's stream starts. He got a big auction going on in boxes too, so would like to be out of his way before that gets going. I'm got some things to work on this afternoon too, so if the rain comes, I'd like to see if I need to get my stakes going early or what the thought process is on that. $74D. Almost there, says Martin. 33 people in. You got a minute and 10 seconds to go. A minute and 10 seconds to go. 71. 72. 73D. 31 seconds to go. Nine seconds to go. Hey, Lynn, how are you? All right, Lynn, did you get in on the giveaway? Yep, you did. All right, we're going to pick a winner. Change that winner. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Silver Serpent has won the 75 likes. Congratulations. 100 likes is going to be a little bit something, a little bit different. My good friend Michael Erickson sent me some cool things, so I am including one of those in that he sent in the for the 100 likes. So 100 likes is going to be a little bit different. Some of you may appreciate it, some of you may not. To each their own. You're welcome, sir. $71, $71D, $72, Oh, thank you there, Ron. Yeah, I was excited to see those. Just going through a pretty good sized pile of currency that he had, and lo and behold, found those in there. So I was happy to pick them up. That was my first experience with, hey, Crafty Dragon, finding those type of notes. So pretty cool, added to the collection. $72p, Okay, Michael. No, it's for one of the others. I will, we can talk about it, if you would like afterwards. $71D. $72. Good to see you, Crafty. $73. Oh yeah, you can. You are the one that donated them to the stream, Mr. Erickson. So thank you, and I appreciate it. 72. There is a 2015 NIFC, first one in this box. 73. 72P. Wow, you are getting on it, JC. You are getting on it. Got to add that 2015. It's going to be the fourth NIFC in the two boxes. $72D. You can see the FG. Hey there, noob. Garage sale prep. All right, well, good luck with that. Hannah's supposed to be trying to do a garage sale next week. If y'all are in town, stop by, get some of our junk. Harley doll for me. I appreciate it. $71D. Still going strong. That's a good deal there, Blistering Barnacles. WalkerMagnet screwdriver, the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Not much better than the top. So on we go. 85 light. We got a little something different coming out for the 100 lights. $72P.
Very generous.
Did someone say screwdriver? Michael Erickson with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Michael. You are the man. You are the man. $73D. $71D. I do believe he said that they were hunting Christopher. They are hunting this afternoon. $73. $71. Oh, I've got two credit unions on this side of the river that I use, and I've started using them to get dollar bills from. They'll order me coins just every now and then. I can get a coin from them, but they don't seem to have a problem getting me dollar bills pretty much whenever I want them. And so, but the one west of me, didn't have a coin machine. So I'd have to go east to get to the coin machine and get my bills there. Then I'd have to go to the other side of Northport. Not a long drive. It's probably not 8 miles between them. So, but I'd have to travel back and forth to make all that work. So I went in early to the West Branch and told her I'd like to get 501s, and then I went and did some things. Went out to Barnes and Noble and here and there, and I went back to pick up my ones later in the afternoon, and they had delivered a collector's Rick. They got a coin machine while I was gone. Literally had it put in while I was gone. And so I used it for the first time yesterday, and it is a Cadillac. And looking at it, I did not realize, my biggest deal with some of the other machines is the fact that they don't have, as I found out, they're supposed to have a collar on the bottom of the flipper that throws the coins out, and that keeps coins from getting under that edge of that flipper thingy. I never knew they were supposed to have one. Well, this one has it, and so I was able to run those coins through as fast as I wanted to run them, and no coins got jammed up under the collar on that machine. So that will be my machine of choice. But it's even better now that I've got two so close at hand. If I've got a large amount, there's Treasure Hog, headed to pause, be lurking and listening. All right. But it will be nice to be able to distribute, when I've got a couple thousand in coins, to not have to dump them all in one machine. So it's the one, Kevin, it's the one west of Highway 43. When you come out on Highway 43, turn right, and it's right next to that dock in the box over there. Right next to the dock in the box. And it's a good one. It's got the metal collar around the flipper so that your coins don't get jammed up under the edge. So, and I didn't have a lot. I had a little over 500 because I had already cashed my other coins in, and I bought all of these boxes except for one with my dollar bills that I cashed back in. So anyway, that I was really happy to see that they get that there, and the fact that it's set up right. So I will probably start using them for the majority of my returns, and then going to the other one if I have like a $500 box or something to put through. It works fine, but you have to feed it slow. If you put too many in there, it'll jam up under that sorter, that flipper thingy. So that made me happy. That was a high part of my week, seeing that get put in. Made some new friends in the consignment shops and things like that could pan out to be a good thing some point. Yeah. Now I haven't used this one if I had just a box full of new coins, that's fair change, because that has been a thorn in my side also. When I have nothing but new coins, it doesn't want to feed very well. So I have not had an opportunity to try to dump a full box of uncirculated through there. So it may feed them better, it may not, I don't know yet, but it will certainly not jam them, which is the problem, another problem that I have experienced with these machines. But you know, it is what it is. You can't really, it don't work without them, you know. Does not work without them. $71D. Now I have 5 or 6 branches in Tuscaloosa by themselves that I think there's only one branch that I haven't been to, but every one of them have coin machines now. So, you know, sometimes you go in. I've learned also you don't haul them in until you check the machine to make sure it's working. Because on more than one occasion I have hauled all those coins in only to haul them back out again. So you don't go in until you don't haul them in till you check. Tape measures in the utility room on the new shelves I put in there, Hannah. Soon as you open the door, look on the top shelf to your right. First shelf on your right when you go in, there should be 2 tape measures hanging there. That was another thing I did. I got tired of hunting tape measures. I'm bad about setting them down wherever I used them last. So I put up some new shelving in my utility room, and I used the belt clip on my tape measures and clipped them onto the shelf. So I'm going to try to remember to put them back where they go so that I don't end up spending an hour hunting a doggone tape measure. I get a full head of steam on trying to get things done, you know, sometimes. And then something as simple as not being able to find the tape measure when I want it can throw my whole day off. And it's my own fault. It's the other part of it. Yes, thank you, Fleabag. Thank you for that public service announcement there, Fleabag. Much appreciated. There's not one, but two. And so when I go out there later, there better not be not one, but two right back there. I've got 4 or 5, Christopher. I'm corralling them. I'm going to have like, there's no lie, I could probably, it's a 46-inch wide or maybe 36-inch wide shelf. I could probably put tape measures across the top of the whole shelf, because that's what I've done. I have bought tape measure after tape measure after tape measure, and I can never find one when I need it. Kind of like pencils. Yeah, well, that was my thing, you know. But sometimes you got to step up and realize that, like I did the other day, and thought, you know, you're going to get all bent out of shape when you can't find something. And the reason you can't find something is because you don't put it up. And the only person that can control that is you. So I made a spot. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how long that's good for. Nice, Lucky James. Congratulations. $71. $71. $73. $71. Pretty $71. Yeah, right, yeah. It's like when you have to move, you know, you move and you pack all this stuff up, and you find like, man, I was just looking for that. $71D. $72. You do, yeah, yeah. But eventually you use the last backup. I'm not as bad as some of the, like, you know, I've seen, it may have been like the old Tim Allen show, Tool Time, or whatever the name of that show was, or, you know, had his pegboard wall, and all of the tools were outlined, you know, and he'd go in there and there would be a tool missing. So I'm not that bad, but it is nice to have something. My next chore is I want to get a new toolbox. I've got a little bitty toolbox. My dad has given me a bunch of tools. Now you can't even see the top of my toolbox anymore, because I've just had to keep stacking stuff on top of it. So I found one at Harbor Freight that I'm interested in. So maybe that will be my next organizational purchase. Organizational purchase. $73. I do. I do. I've got I've got a big box of them there, Mr. Pa's spare time. Are you in need? Are you leading into something there? Because I got extras. Maybe I need to do another drive-by to Northwest Arkansas. Good to see you, Pa. Good luck today with your stream and auctions. I hope it goes well for you. Treasure Hog was in a little bit ago, said he is en route. Coin Noob. Oh yeah, it's been a rough road to hoe here there, Coin Noob. That's why I didn't even try to sell the boxes. It's been so. We've only found, 15 total silver this year, and the one box I did not sell last weekend, I searched myself. Michael, you don't have to do that, brother. You do not have to do that, but you did. Thank you. But yeah, it's gotten really bad here. I mean, you know, we've done, well, at least 2 boxes, 3 boxes a week all year, and we've only notched up 15 total silver. And then I found one loaner in the one box that didn't get picked last time we did it. So it is a struggle down here in Alabama. Struggle in Bama. Well, thank you, Pa. I knew that, though. I knew I could always come back. And I will, believe you me. The day is coming. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be going to somewhere little north and east of Dallas for a few days here in coming months. So I could just make an extended vacation of it. Hit. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I was talking about that earlier, Pa. You know, we bought it here forever, and it seemed like it's almost a and it's almost like it's an area thing. You know, we bought it for a couple years here through a large portion of last year, and now not that many this year, but it did start out that way on my NF String and Son boxes. But now here lately, every NF String and Son box I'm getting is at least moderately circulated. Now I may be shooting myself in the foot here, but so far I've been getting those circulated now, and I had quit getting them. I had cut it down to only one box because you are too nice there, Mr. Erickson. You are too nice. But yeah, it's I almost think it's a regional thing. Now I don't mark coins, and I'm not gonna put. I got my bank runs that I make. If they're good, they're good. It's not worth my time to go, to another city to pick up coins. Just not worth it. I'd rather hunt dollar bills. And I have never marked a coin. I've seen people that do stickers. I mean, but it's just I'm just not that interested in it. If they are coming back to me, I'm not going any further out to get them, so it would kind of be a moot point as far as what I would be willing to do to rectify it. I return my coin to a credit union. I pick up my coin from independent banks or larger regional banks. So I return my coin to Brinks banks. I pick up my coin. One's a Brinks bank and one is a Loomis bank. So that's as far as I'm willing to diversify it. You know, if I can't make things work with that, then you know, we'll just have to do dollar bills and auctions and stuff. So now it could be something that I do where I would go, you know, once a month and pick up a box just to hunt for myself, but to do it every week like I do, and I just no, not enough. There's, you know, and it's just the deal with if you're doing it to sell the boxes, for instance, I guess is where I'm headed with this, is that there's a certain amount of cost that goes into. Yep, there you go, Shell Bell. There's a good bit of cost that goes into doing all this, and so if you start putting 150 miles or something like that, trying to make, you know, 25-mile trip to pick up and get coins that might have silver in them. And I do honestly believe that the silver in the boxes is running out. There's too many people doing it. There's definitely a shelf life I think we're looking at as to where this is even feasible anymore. And like Shell Bell says, we are having the time of our lives today without a box being sold, no silver found, all my friends in chat, 59 people watching. And so I could do this forever. And in this format, not having to worry about that end. So now, you know, if we start getting back into silver, start showing up again, I want to give other people the opportunity to maybe, you know, get a box if the silver's starting to come back in them again. But I get tired of hunting empty boxes for people and selling them. I know that the people are supporting me. Thank you, each and every one of you. And like Shell Bell said, I could get I could go get a thing of frozen peas and hunt it, and I would still have people in here watching. So anyway, going on a rant. So let's get off the rant. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Bear bite. Thank you, Bear Bite. I need to talk with you, Bear Bite. I need to talk to you at some point. I hope you got your car back in good shape, though. Appreciate the membership, son. I appreciate it. That is my son, by the way. Jacob, Bear Bite Cargyle, having to work the weekend, making the big bucks. 72. And I appreciate it, son. Hope your day went well at work. 2 rows to go. No tax on overtime, no tax on tips. Read a lot of things on that too. I'm glad they're doing it. I mean, I think it's going to help some people, not the overall. Maybe it doesn't make a big blip on the radar, but if you're in that group, it makes a heck of a blip. It's not often they do something like that only affects a small majority of people and still let it go through. So we'll take it. We will take it. There's New Marshall in town. How are you doing, New Marshall? Last row, 2 skunkers. All righty, I'm going to go to the restroom, get me a bottle of water, and I'll tell you what, let's open the top on this one just to see what it looks like, aka hunting Southwest Ohio style. And we will hunt this one Tuesday night, and we'll do some dollar bills with it. Looks about like the other one. So refresh your screenage. I will be back shortly, and we will start the auction. I'll be back. All righty, we are ready to auction. So, see if my scope screen still works. My big scope. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I had offered this Canadian cent last time. There weren't any takers, but so I thought I would throw it in with this one just to see, kind of make it more of a dollar start, 1904. Now, so this 2 cents, I'm going to just tell you, I paid $18 for this 2 cent piece because it looked really, really nice. But when I got it out and started looking at it under the scope, somebody has gone in and scratched this coin in between the shield bars there or whatever. That's not supposed to be there. And I'm thinking, my goodness, somebody meticulously went in and defaced that coin just in between the bars of the shield. And so when I saw that, I could not try to sell it for what I got in it. So, but that is the 2 cent piece. It is 1866. I did post it wrong. Thank you, Dad Spare Change, for correcting me on that. And then also we have the 1904 Canadian large cent. Also, it's all for $1 start, and we have Arch going 1. We got Elizabeth for 2. We got Arch for 3. Arch for 3, 1904 Canadian large cent. I think it's in pretty good shape. Got a lot of the detail. The obverse maybe not quite as good, but I think in pretty good shape overall. So we have Lisa D comes in at 4, and Shell Bell is back in at 5. Shell Bell is in at 5. So that just made me so upset when I saw that. And that just goes to show you, when you're at a coin show, have a loop, take a minute, look at stuff, even if it's in the lower price range. Make sure you look at it. Make sure you look at it. Oh, I know it. Yep, crafted. Sternly worded email. That's what they say nowadays. Lisa D, Shell Bell at 5, Lisa D at 6, Arch at 7. Arch at 7. So anyway, aside from that, it's got some wear, but if the reverse had been nice, I still think it would have been priced pretty close to being right. So Arch is the man. Arch is sitting in there at 7. Arch at 7. Going once to Arch at 7. Going twice to Arch at 7. All in fair warning. All in fair warning to Arch at 7. And so, thank you, sir. I appreciate everybody that did. Lisa D, Shell Bell, and Elizabeth. Everybody that showed interest. Love the old copper. So, yeah, I think so, too. Oh, Treasure Hog comes in late. Treasure Hog was late. All right, sold to Arch. Item number 2 is a 2019 silver proof. 2019 silver proof. This is the Lowell, the Lowell proof quarter. So there is the beauty. Starting bid, $8 if there's interest. Starting bid is $8 if there's interest. Here is the reverse. Shell Bell's in at 8. Shell Bell is in at 8. It is a lovely, lovely quarter, Elizabeth. Lovely, lovely quarter. Shell Bell, you have the bid at 8. We got another one following this one. Will be a Marsh Billings from 2020. Per tag, says NetThings. That's some of that Coloradian speech. You learn to talk like that at those foo-foo hotels, NetThings. Going once to Shell Bell at $8. And going 2 times to Shell Bell, $8. All in fair warning. And sold. Thank you, Shell Bell. Chicken Man, you're doing a really good job on the pace there. I appreciate that. Next up, we have the Marsh Billings. Marsh Billings Silver Proof Quarter. Starting bid, $8. This is the 2020. 2020 Marsh Billings. Shell Bell's at 8. Kevin comes in at 8. Kevin at 9. Shell Bell at 10. Shell Bell at 10. Shell Bell at 10. Counter down. Shell Bell going once. And twice. Shell Bell going twice to Shell Bell. All in fair warning. Shell Bell at $10. And sold to Shell Bell. Thank you, Shell Bell. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you. Yep, next up, 1886 Seated Liberty. Seated Liberty dime. Here is the obverse. It's kind of dirty, but I mean, the detail's there. You know, I mean, you can't clean these things. They are what they are, but kind of dirty, but the detail I think is there, and asking $20 for a starting bid on this. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more on that so y'all can truly appreciate. We got arch at 20. There is the reverse. You still see the kernels on the corn cob there. Seeing the kernels on the corn cob on the reverse. And we have arch at 20. Little wear at the bottom though. Little wear down there at the bottom. 1886 seated. $20 going to arch. Let's go once to arch. Whoop, Michael Erickson slips in at 21. We're at 21 with Michael Erickson. 21 with Michael Erickson. Arch is at 22. Mr. Cannabis, I think that says, has joined. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Cannabis, it will be 1 minute before you can chat. So give it a little bit and you should be able to chat. Thank you for subscribing. We got Arch at 22. Arch at 22. Michael Erickson was at 21. Arch is at 22. Michael is out. Michael is out, so we go once, going once to arch at 22, going twice to arch at 22, twice to arch at 22. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Arch. I appreciate you guys. All in fair warning, $22 going to Arch for $22. Thank you, Chicken Man. Thank you, Arch. I appreciate that. You are welcome, my friend. Next up, we are still in the seated variety, but we're moving up to the quarter. We have an 1859 seated quarter. 1859 seated quarter. Again, I think a very nice example to be very old. 1859 seated. Here is the reverse. Starting bid is $28 if there's interest. $28 if there's interest. It has the pooping eagle defect. This is the pooping eagle quarter, so you know that's an extra $10 right there. Shell Bell's in at 28. Thank you, Elizabeth. Shell Bell is at 28. Thank you, Otis. Ron Moz is in at 29. Ron is in at 29. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Shell Bell. Shell Bell is at 30. We are at $30. $30 to Shell Bell. Thank you, Lisa. Still got some meat on the bone for us. He's looking pretty good there to be that old. Shellbell is at 30. Shellbell is at 30. Ron Moss is at 31. Shellbell is out to Ron at 31, going once to Ron at 31. Thank you, Shellbell. Thank you, Ron. That was probably my son there, Sturrica. Going twice to Ron Moss. At 31. All in fair warning. All in fair warning to Ron at 31. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Shellbell. I think that's a pretty nice coin, to be honest with you. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to come back in on the magnification there a little bit for this next one. $18.58 Flying Eagle. No, our shipping is built in, Ron. I have started adjusting for shipping on the starting bid, so you are good on shipping. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. $18.58. I'm not sure if it's large or small letters. I did see that Dad's Spare Change, but when I was looking in the gray sheet, it did not make a difference between the two. They were all tracked at or about the same value through the grades. So that's why I did not put much effort into seeing which one it was. But as far as looking at them on the gray sheet, value-wise, it did not make a lot of difference in the value. So pretty much the same whether it's small or large letters is my understanding. $18.58. Starting bid is $30. And Pa's Spare Time is in at 30. Thank you, Pa. I've got a huge order in now. I do have more that I'm going to send, Jolly Roger. I'm not sure when that will be. And I don't like to hold people's submissions for a long time. I would rather, once I get enough bills together to send the next one in, that we coordinate that together and then send it when I'm ready to submit again. Thank you, Shellbell. So it is a small letter. A and M in America is not touching. According to Shellbell, that is a identifier. So going once to Pa at 30. And twice to Pa's Spare Time at 30. All in fair warning, Pa has the bid at 30. And so, thank you, Pa. I appreciate it. Pretty little flying eagle. All right, last lot of the day is another Dansco album. This is the Peace Dollar album. And so we are going to, still going on. That's right. Thank you for checking in, Frank. Thank you for checking in, my friend. So we are going to do the Dansco. This is the Peace Dollar album. Peace Dollar album. Wait. What am I waiting on? Wait. I'm waiting. I'm stopping. Oh, thank you, I did. Yep, it's way over there. I had it out of order. Thank you, Shell Bell. Thank you, Shell Bell. Got one more item. Thank you, Shell Bell. Next is a 2010 proof set. You are correct. As always, what would I do without y'all? That's right. Yep, I've been honking the horn for you, Pa. I've been honking the horn. Got only 2 boxes, so it will happen fast. If you guys are used to Pa being 5 or 6 o'clock starting the auction, today it will happen a lot sooner doing 2 boxes. So 2010, there is the COA. You get the Millard Fillmore, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, and Franklin Pierce are the presidents for the dollar coins. You get 5, not 4, not 3, but 5 silver-proof quarters. Silver-proof quarters. We had Kevin start us off at 38. We have JC like Pam at 40. You get the Hot Springs, Arkansas, the Grand Canyon, Arizona, Yellowstone, with the volcano or Old Faithful spewing in the background, the Yosemite and Mount Hood quarters. We have Kevin at 42. Yep, the front, you get the front. The front is costing, right now, it's costing Kevin 42. It's costing Ricky the Scotty 45, but the reverse is free. Absolutely free. Absolutely free reverses. And then, joking aside, here is the 90% silver half dollar, 90% dime, beautiful quarter, 2010 S penny, and the dollar coin there. And we are out. JC is out to Ricky at 45. Out to Ricky at 45. Out to Ricky at 45. There are the dollar coins. And again, the reverses are absolutely free. Going once to Ricky at 45. Going once to Ricky at 45. Gray sheet on these is around 53 right now, but I guess because silver's bouncing around, they are trending down, but we are at gray sheet wholesale. These are going for around 53, so good pickup there so far. Ricky going twice at 45. All in fair warning to Ricky the Scotty at 45. Another aspect of these that I've been selling, if the boxes are in pretty good shape, this one's a little more feathered and wore than some of the others that I've sold, but all the boxes are good, in really good shape. So thank you, Ricky. Good pickup for 45. Ricky the Scotty. All right, now, thank you, Shell Bell, for correcting me on that. I appreciate that. I did get out of sequence. We were out of sequence. Now we are on to the Peace Dollar album. So we're going to start the bid at 28. We are starting the bid at 28. Now, I have included in this a 1923 Peace Dollar that's in pretty good shape. If you do not want that, fine. We'll sell the album. I'll remove the piece dollar, and you can insert your own. If you do, then we will add $25 to whatever the album sells for. So that is the way I'm going to do it. I had a nice one, I think pretty nice, so I thought I would throw it in there and see if there was interest. But we are starting to bid for the piece dollar album at $28 if there's interest. And if you do not want the piece dollar, we will pull her out and go from there. But that is a little below melt. Silver melt is a little, for the piece dollars, are a little over 25. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's a few cents under melt. And we can do it the other way. If somebody wants a piece dollar for 25, I'll do that. So we got Kevin in at 28. Nice, Sam. Good job. We got Kevin at 28. Kevin is at 28. Go once to Kevin at 28. These sell on the Dansco site for in the 40s, 44, 45. So good pickup there, Kevin. And you can let me know if you are interested in a piece dollar. If not, you'll get the album for 28. All in fair warning, 28. Going to Kevin, $28. And sold. Kevin, did you work you want the piece dollar too, so you're going to send enough for both. Okay, just add $25. I'll leave the piece dollar in there. Jacob's supposed to come by and pick up the stuff for you, so I should have that headed your way soon. Headed your way soon. Yep, nice pickup. Everybody, I think, did really well today, so thank you all for participating. I kind of like doing my small little auctions here. I try to offer things in the realm that people can afford to get in on things that they might not have had an opportunity to get. Nice, Sam Wilson. Good job. So, let's see. We got 93 likes. We didn't quite make the 100, so that leads us in to the EOSs. So I've got EOS 1 and I have a members only EOS. We're going to run the EOS 1 first and see where that goes, and then we will run the members only. So EOS, it's going to be a 2-minute timer. We got 61 people in. We got a 2-minute timer. So here we go. This is EOS, so everyone is available, is eligible to win. And there we go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Two minutes. 1 minute and 41 seconds. Should be back on Tuesday night. Now, have not mentioned this yet today, but I will not be on next weekend. I'm going to Huntsville for the weekend. metal detecting on Saturday, and then a coin show on Sunday. So we will not see you guys before Tuesday after. Hey, G-Dub. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. It did go a little bit faster today. Nothing was in the boxes, so we zipped on through those. So I did get through a little bit sooner than normal. I apologize for that. Hate to see people miss out on a chance on the auctions. Thank you, Lisa D. I'm hoping to find some goodies. We're hunting some old farmland in Tennessee that, to our knowledge, has not been hunted. Has some old foundations, old chimneys and things in that area, so it could be a very good hunt. I am looking forward to it, certainly. And then coin show Sunday. I mean, you know, that's bang, bang. Can't get much better than that, can we? Can't get much better than that. 16 seconds to go. 16 seconds to go. Excuse me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're picking, this is the EOS. It is a 40%er. And the winner's going to be Dad's Spare Change. Dad's Spare Change has won a 67 40%er. Thank you, sir. And we're going to complete that. Nice, Lisa. Did you find any goodies? We're going to complete that one, and we're going to start the members only. So this is members only. I'll show you what we got for members only in just a second. Members only is going to be a 1/2 ounce Australian American Memorial silver round, and it is a coin, I guess. It is a 50-cent Australian American Canadian England silver coin. So I haven't started it yet. Here we go. Members only. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That is what we are giving away. A 1/2 ounce of silver for a members only giveaway. There's Miss Elizabeth. And then there is what the obverse looks like. Australian American Memorial. War in the Pacific, 41 to 45. You have 1 minute, 19 seconds. We got 24 people in. $26 people in. I can do that. I can do that. Thank you, Dad's Spare Change. I will do that. Gabe, you're getting a 40%er from Dad's Spare Change. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Valerie. Been a while since I metal detected. I don't have a really good areas here to do it where you find more than just bottle caps. So getting on some land with some history, I'm really looking forward to it. 28 people in. Members only giveaway, 1/2 ounce silver. 16 seconds to go. Good to see you, Ron Pierce. So Jolly Roger said that. There's Gina, too, in there. Good to see you. So everybody, I hope to see everybody in Paul's stream coming up next. And then also, again, tonight on Hunting Southwest Ohio, doing the Gary Sinise benefit auction. So that's going to be cool. So I hope to see y'all there also. Let's get back to the other screen. I did not have my screen up earlier. Sorry about that. I know it shows it in the chat, but I always like to bring this up so that there is complete transparency. Shell Bell knocked out the half-ounce silver. Look at her go. Congratulations, Shell Bell. Congratulations. And so, with that being said, we are going to wrap up another fine day with my good friends on the stream. And see you guys. Let's see today. I will be on Tuesday, so we'll do a 1-box hunt and some builds on Tuesday, and then we will take a break for a weekend, and then we'll be back in action the following week. So that is where we're at with that. Again, I thank everybody that's been. I got a new tab. Let me see if I can get it to work. So I did a new tab on my. It should be, well, I maybe have to go to the bottom. Go to the bottom. Oh well, not gonna work now. All right, that's the way you go. All right, so you guys have a good day, and please support the other streams coming up. I'm assuming Copper Owl was wishy-washy on whether or not he was going to be able to stream or not. So he may be doing a Monday stream, I believe he said. So check him out too as we get to get on into the week. And hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching and being with me today. Fun hunt, if no silver, but a great time with great friends. So thanks everybody for being in today. See you at Pause, and then I hope to see you tonight on Rick's stream. God bless everyone. Catch you later.